Today we are going to discuss our favourite hymns.
Welcome to TGI Monday. Today we're going to be talking about music. We've got a whole lot on the table. I wonder, would people just like to identify whose are the CDs, whose are the hymn books?
I brought the CD.
You brought the CDs.
I brought the hymn books.
Quite an eclectic.
There's an eclectic. I mean, there's some really modern stuff. There's Martin Lazelle, who is a fantastic hymn writer, I think. And
Dan, anytime you want to stop being on Twitter
I'm in
the show.
I'm in an epic Twitter conversation at the moment. It's going mental.
And in complete contrast, we've got Bernstein's Chichester Psalms, which is one of the most amazing pieces of religious music ever written, I think.
Ooh. Wow. Great.
Yeah. All in Hebrew, so I don't understand it, but you know the emotion and the feeling of worshipping's in there.
Well, presumably they're psalms, so you could look up what they
yes.
mean
yes.
if you wanted to know. Very good. And Hywel, you've brought Train Spotting.
Yeah.
Can you tell us why?
Random item again.
It's not random.
Oh, it's a great book.
It's not random. It's the secular hymn at the beginning of Train Spotting changed my life.
Really?
Yeah.
When
I was in...
Prodigy.
No, not that bit. They're not in it.
The Choose Life bit.
The Choose Life bit, because the Choose Life poem or hymn at the beginning, we only had 2 videos in our house at the time, and we used to watch it when we came home from the pub all the time. And that idea of choose life, choose a job, choose a career, choose a big television, choose washing machines, cars, compact displays, electrical tin openers. And it goes all the way through.
I've never chosen an electric.
Yeah, and all that. Well, the new one's coming out soon, which I am going to
80s.
watch. My wife says, "Oh, no, what you know?" But I'm going to go and watch it, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of it, it says, "I choose not to choose life. I'm choosing something else."
Okay.
And really, when that is the idea that if I could see, especially when I was in work, that the oppression of materialism was always there. And that's what life was, and I could see the emptiness and pointlessness and futility of it. So I chose not to choose life, I chose something else.
Wow.
And also as well, choose life actually is a biblical thing, because it's from Deuteronomy, where Moses says as they enter the promised land, choose life, follow the law. And I think, and at the time as well, a lot of my friends were dying of heroin addiction. And I thought, yes.
That made sense, yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Wow. So, well, that kind of just leads us into what our question is for today, which is about music. And we've had this question from someone in the Online Pastor Facebook group, and they've asked simply, what is your favourite Christian hymn or worship song? So we're going to go round. I thought maybe we'd just have a little introduction at the beginning. Dan, maybe do you want to just tell us why, as Christians, we sing? Because we do sing quite a lot in a way that perhaps people who don't come to church or whatever, singing isn't always part of their life. Why is it that
Do you know what? I think singing is part of most people's lives, but I don't necessarily think singing together is. So people often... I drive along in the car and I see people singing on their way to work, to their radio. I think singing is just a natural human expression of it's the way we engage with our own emotions and the world around us, and it's maybe in a way that poetry often is. Yeah. But in the scriptures, you see the same kind of thing, particularly in terms of the Psalms. Many of the Psalms are sung. Often you'll see this, a Song of David written before a Psalm. So it's just something that we, and not just us, all religions do it. We naturally want to express our feelings towards God and each other in the world through song, and that's something that's going to continue. I think what's interesting is the way that music has developed over time, and that the church has through the years gone from kind of chanting like the Gregorian monks through to Wesleyan type hymns to more kind of modern worship, and sometimes that different generations can react negatively to new music coming along, but no, it's just something we all do.
Yeah. Absolutely, and it's something we're told to do, isn't it? To sing psalms and hymns and spiritual songs and all of that. So, what is your favourite hymn or worship song? Simon, let's start with you.
Well, I brought 3 CDs because I was hedging my bets.
Yeah, you can't hedge your bets. You've got to pick one.
No, I can't pick one. There's so much music that inspires at different times and in different places, and in different idioms as well. I'm not going to. Can't pick
idioms.
Idioms. Well, you talk about different styles. If it has to be on the organ, or it has to be orchestral, or it has to be modern band, or it has to be unaccompanied. And all of these have come to the fore at different times. And I think we're creative people from a
So what if I were
creative
to
God.
say...
So we'll
Yeah.
What if I wanted to say, why don't you share with us one of your favourites or a song that is important or significant to you, even if it isn't the favourite?
Ooh, okay. So straight off the top of my head, I'm thinking about Anglican chants, and I'm thinking about a setting of Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes unto the
lovely,
hills. There's a fantastic arrangement for a choir written by Barry Rose, who's at Guildford Cathedral. I'll stop there. It's just,
Very good.
Just one example.
I went to school in Malvern, which is obviously surrounded by hills, and that was our school psalm. And it took me a long time to realise that the hills in the psalmist's mind weren't actually the Malvern Hills. But you know.
That's the one we do at the end of funerals, or that's one of my party pieces. People used to love that. You walk out and you go, I lift up my eyes to the hills, from where's my help to come? My help comes from the Lord,
Absolutely.
the maker of heaven and
Amazing.
earth. Or you can time it right, you can finish it just at the door.
Oh, very good. Zoe, what would you say?
As always, I'm a little bit, well, I like this and I like that. And I think we had a go at answering something similar quite a long time
Yes.
ago. And I would change it now already. And probably, if I have to pick one, it will be Thou My Vision.
Great.
Or same music, but Lord of All Hopefulness. Because
Okay.
the story of that. And the reason for that is because it gives us that shared language in order to express something big, and it is also one that most people still have in the back of their heads. So it's one that I hope to try and include in lots of services, particularly where there aren't lots of regular churchgoers, because actually that is one of those pull out, we can go with that, like Dan was talking about. Music
hard.
expresses
easy
something
as well,
bigger.
It's hard to sing Be Thou My Vision without your heart being engaged in it as well, isn't it? It's sort of...
But I'm constantly discovering new stuff. Since I got Spotify,
Yes.
others are available, I am
We're not the
constantly
BBC, it's
discovering
fine.
new things.
Yes.
And so what I thought I would do is I make playlists. I thought I would share some of my playlists on the TGI list just to show you some of
Great
my
idea.
current favourites, because
Lovely.
I'm constantly discovering different ones.
Shall I share my playlist?
Yes, please.
Okay, good. So Hywel, you had Cheese Life. Do you have an actual Christian hymn or song that you wanted to mention as well?
Not really.
Okay, fine. Let's move on to
Oh,
Dan.
no.
We're running out of time. So
I like Hail Redeemer, King Divine.
okay.
Always makes me think of being Christ, the Feast of Christ the King, and it's all about angels, saints and nations sing, Hail Redeemer, Christ the King, Lord of life, earth, sky and sea, King of love on Calvary.
Gosh, I haven't sung that for years.
I don't think I've
you
ever
were
sung
brought
it
up tidy,
ever.
weren't you?
I was,
See,
yeah.
Brought up tidy.
I haven't sung that for a long time. Dan.
So I don't have any one particular hymn that I like, but it's like Zoe was saying, it depends where I'm at the time. At the moment, I'm listening to quite a lot of Tim Hughes. And I think I like Tim Hughes because he sings really good when I'm going along in the car. And the reason why that is important to me at the moment is because I do quite a lot of driving with my kids.
Yes.
And a lot of their theology, I've found, is coming through the songs they're singing. So they're learning.
Often said we learn more theology from our songs than we do
Yeah,
from
we
the
certainly
sermons.
remember
Definitely.
them, don't we?
So I
That's very
particularly
helpful.
like Happy Days. I've been going to Gas Street Church a couple of times on my days off.
I
This
know,
team
I'm
has
like,
just started.
Happy Days. Give us a couple of...
Happy days.
No. It's no. I'll let you. Happy Days. I'll let you.
Oh,
look at,
Happy
I won't
Post it,
sing
post
it.
it.
I'll post
please.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
good
post
idea.
it. But it's something that my kids and I like to sing together when we're going on in the
great.
car, and
That's
it helps
nice.
them enter in spiritually.
Yeah, I love
deeper.
that.
Sure.
Good. Well, I uniquely, it seems, have chosen a favourite
Which you're
hymn
gonna
or song.
sing.
I'm not going to sing it.
Hywel did.
I know. You can all
Hail
sing it if you
Redeemer,
like.
King Divine.
From the Squalor of a Borrowed Stable. And I'll tell you why I love it. I love it because it takes us through Christ's birth. So we often sing it at Christmas at church, but it's not really a Christmas song. His life, he walked my road and he felt my pain. His death, he's suffering to save the lost. He fights for breath. He fights for me. But I particularly love the final verse, which is about Christ in heaven and Christ's return. And the last few lines, the skies will part as the trumpet sounds, but the bride, I've missed a line out here, I don't know what it is. Anyway, the bride will run to her lover's arms, giving glory to Emmanuel. And I just love that biblical image of the church as the bride of Christ, that we're anticipating that wedding day, we're looking forward to it and making ourselves ready for it. And then, you know, just that she will run to her lover's arms, that longing and that love. And so I love it, and it has the sort of theme of Emmanuel all the way through it, and it's a fabulous tune to sing. And
well, can't you give us at least a couple of
I will
bars?
put a link. I will put a link as well.
Some
In the car, me and my son like listening to Rage Against the Machine, and our favourite sort of one is Testify. I'll send you that. That's quite good.
Okay, good. Well, we'll put some of these links to some of our favourite songs and hymns on the Facebook page. We'd love to know what yours are as well, so feel free to share those with us, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow, share, all the usual stuff, and post us your favourite hymns, songs, and tell us why.
There's a bit of a wobble there.
That's meant
to be a wobble.
You could rap if you like.
Okay, I like.